I want to thank you for being here. Muchos, muchos, muchos. Excuse me for the unprofessionalism. Try my best to do a good professional job in a situation where people don't seem to respect what I do. Lots of shenanigans going on all around me, all around me. All around me are familiar faces. Um, I don't even know, bro. I want to thank the after the factors for being here right now. I feel like I didn't have something today. I know I had a lot of coffee. I had Diet Pepsi. Maybe I need some matcha. I feel funky right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel very funky. And I hope you can't hear my music in the microphone today, because today's a day where I need to blast it. I need to blast it today. Um, let's see here. I'm dragging a little bit today. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm dragging a little bit. Um, the crowd that's seeing this right now is the after the fact crowd. You are a very special group, very special group of individuals. I want to thank you for being here. Man, I gotta delete this stupid plugin. It is garbage. It is garbage. Um. Oh boy. So let's save all of this that I just did. Let's save all of that. Let's go right here. Let's make that silent. Let's pick up this volume. Let's add this link right here. All right. We're all good, bro. We are all good, bro. Help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. La, 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 la. Okay, we're about to go live. I apologize. I apologize for dragging. Watch, I'm gonna turn it on right now. You see, I'll turn it on right now. You'll see. You guys will see how the chorizo is made right here. I'll come to life real quick, like Pinocchio. I'm gonna become a real boy right now. Just watch. Could never see tomorrow. I forgot. Wait, no. I forgot to click save. Okay. Now we're ready to go. David, I had hope for you, David. I had hope for you, David. I know that you've been waiting for this moment. David's been waiting for this moment for all his life on long. He's been waiting for this moment all and now, oh no. Good to have you here. Good to have you here, David. I appreciate you. Amazing. David's flying high right now. There you go. We have faith in you, David. DB920, Kaimon is spreading the wealth. Kaimon is building up the community. Kaimon is passing around the torch. He said, hey, I'm going to come around every once in a while. I'm still going to light the candle myself, but I'm going to pass it around. I'm going to be patting dudes on the back. Louis the Lion 92. Hey, we was missing you, bro. We was missing you. Boney Traxton. Break my heart. Say you love me again. Wilson Mitchell. On my way home. Be with you guys shortly. Catching Wilson Mitchell on that commute. That's how we do it. The legend. Jacob Callahan. Hey, we all knew deep down inside, man. We all knew deep down inside. Some people wanted to game those betting odds, huh? Some people were hoping. Beto. Chinelli. Please don't forget to let me know if you could hear my music bleeding into the microphone. I don't want to get copyright claimed again, but I need that music today. I need that sweet chin music in my ears today. I need it to mellow me out. What's up, Louis the Lion? It's good to be seen. It's good to see you. What's up, Drew? Chanclas up, homie. Armenian MMA, not Chechnyan MMA. Hey, MMA is getting real ethnic, bro. It's getting real. It looks like the Olympics. The MMA rankings, the current rankings, listings of the champions, it looks like a photo of the Olympics. It's a true melting pot. Jane got stuck in a real life ad. Oh, snap. She's in that Matrix. What's up, Chrissy J? What's up? Oh my. Is Wilson Mitchell even home yet? Wilson Mitchell, are you making transactions on the road? We want you to be safe, Wilson Mitchell. Dude. Wilson Mitchell just sent me $80 he sent 100, he sent 80. Wilson Mitchell he sent me $80 for the next. I don't even know when the next pay-per-view is. He sent me money for an event so far out. I don't even know if Paramount's going to hijack it by then. He sent me money for a pay-per-view that I don't even know if we're going to have yet. Wilson Mitchell has already sent me $80 to cover the next pay-per-view. And right now on the commute, he just said $100 on Cash App. And he says, for bills. Just for bills. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. Dude somehow knows that I was trying to pay off that Capital One card before it got sent to collection so that I could actually rent a house and they won't deny me on my credit app. Dude somehow knew. I want you to know that it was not arbitrary. Wilson Mitchell, I want you to know it's going to a good cause. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Crazy. We are 10 minutes in. We were about 8 minutes in when he sent it. We were one Troy Aikman in to the stream. And Wilson Mitchell already slaps down 100 big ones like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. He just does it real quick. Not even at a red light. He does it at an orange light. Do you guys say yellow or orange? He's doing it as he's slowing down. He ain't even at a full stop yet. Speech to text, baby. Unbelievable, bro. T. Nally's only listening. She's covert right now. She's undercover. I appreciate it. It hits different when people are stuck at work, when they're only listening, when they're taking it in these, in these unorthodox ways because they still want to, they want to, be here in real time in one form or another. I appreciate that. It says quiet as my DMs. Oh, snap, bro. Wait, am I quiet? Oh, the music. Oh, good. Then maybe I could put even a little louder. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. Dylan Baldwin. I wanted Du Plessis to win because of what Izzy and Usman tried to do to him. Saying he ain't really African is like saying I ain't really American. Dylan, I understand that. I get that. I remember I always, from the moment I laid eyes on that fool, I thought Du Plessis was crazy annoying. And I've never liked that dude. Still don't. Probably never will. But I remember that part of it was like, okay, you guys are all delusional. You don't know what you're talking about. This dude is more from the soil than you appear to be. And I get that. I totally get that. But as of Saturday night, we have a new African champ. Khamzat Chamoyev. The colonizer, the new colonizer. Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. Check my notifications less than 6 minutes ago, but when finally notified me, y'all were 6 minutes in. At least you two. It's weird, man. Hey, sometimes I'll get notifications. Sometimes I get notifications from my own channel saying, hey, Mexican Martial Arts just uploaded or it just went live, and it's from like 6 days ago. Not only is it my own channel, it's from days ago from a live video. It's so ridiculous. Hey, by the way, Chuck Fury, I saw that you sent me that message the other day. And I want to tell you, when you sent that message, I was in the middle of a conversation. I'll say a conversation with Marilena, and I'm gonna send you an email back because just to me, I'm pretty sure I have everything. I use this website that I use a lot to rip stuff and re-upload it, and also I wanted to respond to what you said. It means a lot to me, bro, you taking the time. So I wanted to tell you on here that I believe I have everything I need as far as just blasting everything out there, making sure you're all tagged and stuff. But I also want to respond to what you said. And of course, yeah. You're all good with me, man. I'm not bro, I got a brain bellow right now. I'm not a chismoso, So I appreciate you being real with me, I've been showing everybody that I know that video that you did. It was so touchy, man. It was crazy. That was cool. But I'm gonna be sending you a message real soon here. Chrissy J doing the nails. Hey, not that long ago, I don't understand this whole pedicure racket thing. I almost smacked up some little Chinese dude a while back because he was doing too much, Supposedly Marilena had to go and she was gonna get some nails done or whatever. And I roll up, and this dude's like doing all this like massaging of the shins and whatnot. I'm like, bro, you gonna put some nail polish on the shins or what? Like, you ain't got nothing to do with that area. You need to mind, stay in your zone, fool. And I was like, hey, is there any available Chinese ladies or what? But it feels like they're doing too much, It's like, where's the line, bro? Where's the line? If you touch calf, we're having problems, bro. It's just like from Pulp Fiction, you know, Marcellus Wallace, when the dude was giving his lady a foot massage. Like, I don't get down like that, bro. Stay in your lane. We are live. Do the wrong. Wait, what are you talking about, Charles Barkley? What you talk? You want me to call you Barros Charkley? I love you, bro. Love you, Wilson Mitchell. You are they're gonna study you on college campuses one day. Appreciate you, bro. Bro, Gninra, it was absolutely despicable, bro. I counted it. If any of you have access to the fight, if you bought the fight, if you still got your dirty links, and you could go back and watch it again. Those toes were in the cage for 60 seconds. 6-0. 3 different instances, twice in, I believe, round 1 and then in round 4. 60 seconds. Chamoyev, you know, was setting some records, setting some PRs in there. Du Plessis had one of his own. It was absolutely disgusting that Mark thinks he's Goddard was just looking the other way because of the agenda, because of the narrative. And the commentary, the whole time, the commentary was basically they were acting like coaches. Because, you know, the commentary table was filled with who? Wrestling and BJJ. Daniel Comer and Joe Rogan. The whole time, oh, he's got to do this. You got to do this. He's got to move to this side. And they were shouting it out as literally as if they were acting as his coaches, trying to cue him like, bro, listen, we're telling you what to do because your coach ain't cutting it. They were literally shouting out what Du Plessis should be doing. And they sounded disappointed and deflated with what Khamzat was doing. They were upset. What's up, Carlos? What's up, Ordinary Pete? Yeah, DOO-DOO Plessis. I saw him talking to what's it called? The one that Robert Whitaker's always on, right? What's it called? Submission something? The yellow logo. And it was pretty pathetic because the whole fight, Mark, you know, out here playing Goddard, he was letting all these toe things go by, not saying a single word. And he was looking for every opportunity to stand them up. And you know what I thought was very interesting? There was clearly a UFC narrative. Joe Rogan, DC, John Panic, everybody clearly was rooting against Chamoyev. But still, Joe Rogan couldn't help himself. During the fight, Joe Rogan was even saying, I don't agree with this. Why does he keep trying to stand him up? Why does he keep threatening him? Why does he keep telling him he needs to be active? He is being active. He's being active at shutting him down. He's being active at, dominating and fighting for a position, whatever it was at the time. The fact that Joe Rogan was saying, I don't agree with this, he needs to stop it, he needs to butt out of it, says a lot. Because at the same time, Joe Rogan knew that the narrative was to root for Du Plessis. And then we have DOO-DOO Plessis' coach out here saying the ref was unfair. He should have stood it up even more. Hey, maybe he couldn't stand it up. Maybe DOO-DOO Plessis' toes were so intertangled and caught up in the cage that fool would, maybe he thought it would be too much of a gesture to even get him back on his feet. I'm a legend in my spare time. I think Caio and Khamzat will be the best matchup. Interesting. I feel like everyone wants to see Hernandez just because of his most recent fight. But I get it. I see it. Sup, fam? Went to the hospital today. Had a pretty bad day. I'm very sorry to hear that, bro. Not that it matters, I'm sure you got a lot of things going on, but I just wanted to let you know I shot you an email. And I look forward to another one. I had a yeah. I won't dig for details because depending, I don't, everyone's different. Some people, like to deal with things differently. So, totally up to you. If you want to just move on and decompress, or if you want to talk about it, it's all you, man. I hope you feel better. Hope you're all good. What's up, Cody Chapman? What a show. I ain't even mad or upset, but I'm very disappointed with Diddy P. Looked like he ain't even trained grappling for the fight. Look, the whole Nerd Gym has championship potential. That Nerd Gym thing was crazy. I kept asking, what is going on with these glasses? Like, I don't know if they just came out of nowhere. I don't know if they're new. I don't know if they rebranded. I feel like all of a sudden, they're like picking it up with the marketing, But yeah, what's up, Drew? It's crazy that everybody is going on and on and on talking about Khamzat is boring. He's a hugger. He was just laying on top of him. He was just being a blanket. And I cannot understand. I can't get into the mind of these kinds of people. Because when I hear them saying stuff like that, all I could think of is, why don't you take any kind of accountability? Or, you're not the fighter, of course. Why don't you expect your dude to take any kind of accountability whatsoever? Let's take your perspective, right? The people that are saying that. Let's say, hypothetically, Chamoyev was boring. Let's say he was, even though he wasn't. And by the way, I'm working on a video right now. I don't know if I've ever been more proud of a script. I just finished it today. I just finished the post-fight prediction for Chamoyev and DOO-DOO Plessis. I just finished the post-fight prediction for Chamoyev and DOO-DOO Plessis. I'm very, very happy with the script. I'm gonna be gathering a bunch of assets tonight. I'm gonna be making Photoshop stuff, downloading stuff, cutting up footage, and then tomorrow, first thing, I'm gonna shoot it, and then put that footage with the footage I'm getting tonight. Hopefully, I could have a Wednesday upload. I'm thinking Thursday at the latest, because I know, this stuff gets old. People forget. People got short attention spans. So I'm going to shoot for Wednesday. But, one of the points that I think is very important to consider, people want to say he was hugging, he was a wet blanket, he didn't push things forward. What I was going to say earlier was that's not true. He was looking for finishes. He wasn't just trying to do nothing at all and not caring about a finish. And I'll make those points in the video. I just don't want to give anything away yet. But nobody that was rooting for DOO Plessis, at least not most of the people. There's one or two here and there that, really got my respect because they were rooting hard for DOO Plessis, and they came back around and they're like, nah, he did this and that. He was a failure. He let me down. He didn't come through. And I appreciate people being able to be honest about something like that. But what I'm taking 45 minutes to get to is that I don't hear most people saying, hey, you know how we say that Chamoyev is boring and he's just hugging and he's being a wet blanket? You know how we're saying that? I just realized if he's so bad and boring and just laying there like a blanket and hugging, How come DOO-DOO Plessis, a world-class fighter and champion, wasn't able to get out of that? If you're a DOO-DOO Plessis fanboy and you're saying all these negative things about Chamoyev, hugger, blanket, boring, just grabbing onto him, laying and praying, but if that's what he is, why wasn't your dude talented enough to get out of that? You're telling me this world-class champion still knocks. You're telling me he can't throw a wet blanket off of him? He can't break up a hug? That dude sounds pretty lame. I don't know why people aren't talking about that. Why are we only talking about one side? Now look, if you're fighting your little nephew, your little elementary school nephew, and someone recorded it and put it on YouTube, and we all saw that your nephew was just hugging and hugging and hugging you, and then, you know, that's all that ever happened in the fight, would you be like, well, he didn't let me go. He didn't let me fight my fight. Bro, why couldn't you break free of it? Why weren't you talented and skilled and equipped enough to impose your will? It's so weird that they think that this hyper ultra focus on Chamoyev is going to make everyone forget how unprepared and inadequate DOO-DOO Plessis was. At the level that he's at, he should have been able to say, I don't like being in this hug. I'm going to find a way out of it. And he couldn't do that. Absolutely, unbelievably unprepared. He had no business being in there with Chamoyev. And people want to talk about this Gracie Barra. Bro, that just shows you everything you need to see about that right there. If it was hard, they would call it Sambo. If it was hard, they would call it Chechnyan wrestling. If you're not liking, then you're lurking. What's up, Killer Dad? DDP is a modern South African that doesn't believe in apartheid, which he likes to show by integrating his toes with the octagon cage match. He's colonizing the cage. Hey, Mo Diggity. It does from time to time. I ain't even gonna lie. Oh, T Nally, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check. By the way, if you guys are anybody that's new to the community, there's quite a few new people in the community. I've been notoriously terrible over the years with checking all my stuff, because I used to get some funky stuff in my DMs and emails, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna get caught up in this. And I get so much spam in there. I get so much spam to this day in my emails. It's kind of annoying to weed through. But I love it. I love it. And sometimes I might lag a little bit, so I apologize, T Nelly, because I see you just said something about Pauly Shore. I love Son-in-Law. Steven Tyler PJs. Steven Tyler PJs. I love Son-in-Law. I'm gonna check that out. Thank you. Well, here's the problem. T Nally. I'm afraid that little Chinese fool's gonna get turned on, you know? Because it's a two-way street, you know? I think that dude was turned on. That's what I'm saying. I don't know about that dude's intentions, you know? That's what I'm talking about. He's the only one in there that wasn't wearing gloves, you know what I'm saying? And he kept sniffing his fingers. Oh, shoot, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Billy the Kidder. Man, so they didn't even give you any kind of like anything to walk away with, like any kind of advice or what they think is going on or what you could do. That's crazy. Hey, thank you, Soviet Spy 86. I appreciate that. I was a little hesitant about uploading that after the fact just by itself. I felt like, well, people probably already saw this. It feels like lazy content, feels a little bit redundant. But I knew if I uploaded it as a video upload, it could potentially go to a different audience than, you know, a live stream, because YouTube is so weird. It shows different things to different people. And I also, after everything that I had seen leading up to the fight, all the terrible stuff I heard during the fight, and then some of the fallout I saw after the fight, I thought, you know what? I don't think enough of this perspective is being heard. I think there's a lot of DOO-DOO Plessis fanboys out there, and this take needs to be out there. The people need to be able to consume this. The people need to see that there's someone out there that sympathizes with a real, truthful perspective, not this narrative they're trying to shove down our throats. So I appreciate you. Welcome week at my college. I was awake for the prelims and asleep. Oh no, Yuri McFlurry. Oh snap. Yup, Chrissy J. The camera, not only was Mark thinks he's Goddard completely ignoring the toes in the cage. And then there was one time DOO-DOO Plessis had both feet in the cage and one of his hands. And Goddard took the hand off and said not a word. Was there a rule change that I'm unaware of? Is this my fault? Am I incorrect here? Unless there was a rule change, I just don't get it. He pried his hands off and said no. Like, if there's no foul play here, then we need to do something about Goddard's vision. If his peripherals are that bad, it's either integrity, he's lacking in integrity, or peripherals. He literally pried his hand off of the cage and said something to him. Didn't say a word about all 10 digits. All 10 of those toesies in the cage, not a word. Not a word. And yes, Chrissy J's right. There were times when it got a little tricky when I was timing it, trying to find out just how long his toes were in the cage between those instances in rounds 1 and 4. And there were times where the camera was intentionally panning away from the toes. More than once. And you could see Hunter Campbell right there staring at the feet in the cage. You could see Ari Emanuel's lady They got so close to her, she backed up a little bit. She was going to get poked in the eye. She was right there next to the feet, and those toes were coming like, and she was like, whoa. Everybody could see it. But no one said anything. And I mentioned it during the Mexican Fight Companion. All the time, you hear the commentators. I always hear John Anik, Paul Felder, Dominic Cruz. Hey, the ref needs to say something. How's the ref not seeing those toes in the cage? Look at the toes in the cage. This is crazy. Somebody's got to do. They got to take points about those toes. They didn't say a single word the whole fight. Not a single word about toes ever. Was there a rule change? Did I miss a rule change? Soviet Spy 86 says, I watched the Russian stream, so that one was on point. Oh, man. That's some good stuff right there. DC was coaching in mid-fight. Yes. Yes. I mean, if they were at the apex, this could have been an entirely different fight. If DOO-DOO Plessis was able to clearly hear them better, it would have been an entirely different fight. Because Daniel Comer and Joe Rogan were trying to coach Du Plessis the whole time. The whole time. They were telling his coach, shh, shh, shh. They wanted to make sure his attention wasn't diverted. They wanted to make sure he was listening to the commentary booth. No one wants to train defensively. Of course, it's just like sports. It's just like basketball. Everyone wants to be the hero, but who was the greatest? You got Michael Jordan with the most defensive player awards of all time. You got to be well-rounded. People don't think ahead. Yeah, it was funny. It was comical. It was annoying and frustrating that they were standing him up, but it was comical that Chamoyev was putting him right back down. He had no hope to stay on his feet. And then there were times, I think it happened the most in the 5th round, where Chamoyev literally started standing up Du Plessis just to take him back down. Du Plessis was looking so tired he couldn't even get back up himself. Chamoyev was literally lifting him so he could put him back down. Leon Enriquez! Chamoyev made DOO-DOO Plessis into a martyr. Literally and metaphorical. Leon Enriquez, I'm not disagreeing with you. I just like by default, I agree. But my brain is too tired right now. Like, in what way do you mean? Chamoyev made DOO-DOO Plessis into a martyr. Is it because DOO-DOO Plessis was like the only one? Well, I don't. He's not the only one, of course, but because of the domination that he faced and still was able to go the distance? I agree with you, but yeah, my brain's not firing on all cylinders tonight. I feel weird today, man. I feel weird. DDP couldn't get out of a sleeping bag if his life depended on it. Exactly. Exactly. But that's why you just got to take a breath. You got to think about what you want to say. You could have a favorite fighter, but you don't have to allow it to make you become delusional and lose all credibility the moment you open your mouth. People cannot be saying the things they're saying about Chamoyev. What about the fact that Du Plessis couldn't push himself out of a wet paper bag? Something has to be said about the fact that this world-class, defending, undisputed, reigning champion couldn't break out of a bear hug. Everyone keeps making fun, saying rabbit punches, bear hug. Whoa. Is DOO-DOO Plessis that bad? He had nothing for it? He had no answer? That's how bad he is? Think about it. If you're making fun of something Chamoyev was doing, it's even more making fun of DOO-DOO Plessis since he had no response to it. That makes it, by default, even worse for DOO-DOO Plessis. I'm telling you, bro. The crucifixes. There was more crucifixes in this fight than in my abuela's dining room. It was insane, bro. The fact that he kept winding up back in there over and over again. It was like, was this his humiliation ritual? You know, they always have these types of the symbolism. 3 crucifixes. Is that something symbolic? Was this DOO-DOO Plessis' entrance into the Illuminati? Yo, wow, El Mero Mero versus Chamoyev in his prime would have been a crazy... Oh, bro, don't make me cry. Don't make me emotional. Bro, for real. Green Acres is the place for me. Hey, did you see that video of Chamoyev? And I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny. If I was just being funny and trying to make a joke, this is a lame joke. It's not even funny. There's literally a video on YouTube. You guys have probably seen it by now. Chamoyev's fixing his beard and he's about to be in a video and he's like, how did he say it? He said something like ladies love terrorists. He literally said that. And a lot of people were getting freaked out. They're like, hey, you can't be playing like that. You're having all these issues with visas and stuff. You're trying to fight out the White House. And I believe he only follows 5 people on Twitter. I think 5, maybe 6. One of them's Donald Trump. And I'm gonna be honest, for like two and a half seconds, I got kind of paranoid. I wonder if 2.5 literally popped in my mind because of 2.5 Men, because I saw the trailer for the Charlie Sheen documentary early. That's crazy how brains work. But anyway, for like 2.5 seconds, I was like, bro, is this a long con? Is he playing the long game? Is he trying to get into the White House and do something sketchy? But then I was like, nah, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to think that. Dude's like my favorite fighter. Chale. But anything is possible. Comes out versus MVP. That's disrespectful, Ronald. It's disrespectful. Just for clarity, in case there's anyone here that needs to be spoon fed, Hamza. MVP is a nice little appetizer, but come on, bro. Why should you take a chance on me? GM Omelette still roasting DDP. Flip him over on this side. It's getting crispy. What's up, Q Ball? Yeah, it's disgusting, bro. No way DOO-DOO Plessis has a black belt without knowing. I didn't even know he had a black belt. He has a black belt? Here's the difference. You got this dude acting. He came into the fight so cocky. He had that stupid smirk on his face till like the 4th round. And between every round, when he was walking out, did you see before they lubed him up, he's literally flexing, looking at his arms. Dude is just so full of himself. Hamza, after the fight, they put a BJJ black belt on him. They promoted him to black belt. And he was saying, I don't even know why they gave this to me. I don't think I deserve it because, those couple moments that Duplessis had in round 5. He's so humble, so honest with himself. DOO-DOO Plessis out here looking the way he does, proudly, cockily, donning a black belt apparently. And Hamza doesn't even want his. He's like, nah, I didn't do that good of a job. I don't know about this one. And then he kept covering it with the flag. Did you see when he was getting interviewed by Poirier and Charles Sonnen after the fact? He kept covering his belt, the black belt, with his flag. And then he wouldn't even wear the championship belt. He didn't want to wear it. He kept pushing it away. He didn't want to have nothing to do with it. He's humble. And he probably doesn't want to get any DNA on it. He probably got to take it straight to Ramzan Kadyrov and hand it over. He's living in an entirely different situation. Whole different situation. It's easy for us to put on the pay-per-view and look through the screen from the comforts of our home, but we don't understand. You see the video of DOO-DOO Plessis after the fact. He's partying. They're all drinking and stuff. He's looking like if he just won a fight. Hamzat he's a POW. He's gonna go back to Chechnya. I'm sorry I didn't finish him. I'm sorry I didn't have all this and that. I'm sorry he got control. I'm sorry that I got caught up in his guard. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even deserve this bout. I don't want this bout. I'm just bringing you the money to build some Chechnyan gyms for the children. And I'm going to let them tap me out too, just like your sons. Whole different backgrounds. It's life or death for this dude. Yeah, Strickland is coming out saying that he would out-grapple Chamoyev. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Wilson Mitchell. I had a lot of fun during that fight. I know that we chop it up a lot in the chat, and I like to focus on that. And the main thing, that's the main thing of a Mexican fight companion. I try my best to be aware of how many people actually aren't watching the fights and can't see a single thing. So I know for the fights that are important to you, I try to do my absolute best so you can just visualize it. But there's those fights where for all of us it's like, whatever. Tell us when it's over. But I try to lock in for sure on that one. Did you guys see that video of DOO-DOO Plessis getting his drink spiked after the loss? Clearly self-doctored to explain the upcoming... Oh, dude. Hey, you're like Sherlock, bro. The way that you... I would have never thought about that. Hey, the smoothness and the quickness, for those of you who haven't seen that video, and I'm going to put it in the video that I'm editing. For those of you that just hopped in, I finished my script just a couple hours ago for my post-fight prediction for Chamoyev and DOO-DOO Plessis. I'm going to be shooting it first thing in the morning. I'm going to put a clip of that video. DOO Plessis was out partying, homecoming celebration, all like he won the fight or something, and he's drinking, and somebody with like the quickest, smoothest hand I've ever seen in my life dropped something in his glass. And it was crazy because I remember even thinking, how did his hand not move? How did it not push his hand down? How did it not spill? It was crazy how they did it. It was like a professional. But I never would have thought of that angle that they're trying to explain a potential upcoming failed drug test and how worse he would even look to have, you know, to pee dirty, and he still lost. Yeah, he's probably gonna be stalling. He's probably not in a big rush to go back to Katie Rov anytime soon, you know. He did look like a robot. He did look depressed, Cody Chapman. You're right. I did not see that, T Nally. I gotta go check that out. I need to as soon as I'm done editing my video, as soon as I could like release that, put that out into the world, the next thing I want to do, I want to focus on my multi-streaming thing. I want to mess with the new platform so I could figure out how to play videos on here for you guys so we could watch videos together and you could hear the sound and everything. I think that would add a lot to the streams. Just stuff like that, like the Jake Paul thing that you just mentioned, actually being able to watch it together in real time, that would be a cool addition to this. I didn't even know how much he got paid. I wouldn't be surprised if DOO-DOO Plessis got paid more than Chamoyev. Is that the case? Was it a pill? How did you even see so close to see that it was a white pill specifically? To me, it looked like they dropped in a chaser, to be honest. I didn't zoom in. I didn't pause. I didn't try to study it. I thought they dropped in a little shot glass chaser or something like that. That's what I thought it was. What's up, Hava? Stay humble. Stay humble. Stay humble. Back to work for real. Exactly. Just like Marab. Back to it. Hey, is that what it was, Ghostbusters? Did you see those dudes acting all suspect in the video? Did he say that, Soren? I didn't actually hear anything about him saying those words. That's crazy. His BMW. Aww. Marloca, the prima. Hola, primo, and everyone in the chat. I'm on a coffee run, but soon we'll be home to enjoy all y'all conversation. Keep the chat busy. Thank you, Marloca. I hope you get something real good. Something that's not going to keep you up too late. You got work tomorrow, right? But something relaxing, something you could chill out with. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Be safe out there. Lots of people texting on the road. DOO-DOO Plessis on the juice? Is that a narrative out there? I haven't really heard about that a lot. Is DOO-DOO Plessis on? Is that something that people say a lot, that he's on the juice? So it was a big old fat white pill. I didn't even. Let me see if I could. Let me see while we're here, just so I can have like a real time reaction. Now that people are actually saying what to expect and what to look for, it should be easier for me to identify. Time to tell me you really care. Dang, I watched too much shorts today. I'm going way back in my history. Together, I always love you. Dang, have you guys seen what Amanda Bynes looks like right now? That's messed up, man. I feel bad for her. She just, I don't know. I know you're not supposed to like elevate people and stuff like that, but it's just weird. It's messed up when people just bring so much joy to you. She was a funny person, and then they're just all messed up because of some other weirdos. You know what I could do? I could just look it up. I thought, oh, I have it right here. I had it in my document because I knew I was gonna show it in the video that I'm editing. All right, let's see here. It does look like he's at a certain type of club. What the heck? Okay, let's see. Wait, I don't see a pill. Where's the pill? I just see someone's hand. What the heck? It literally looked like they're just touching, unless they're pinching the pill like between their fingers right here. Cause it literally looks like the person went like this and just like grabbed the cup. So unless they had something here and then released it. But why would they do it like that? That's a weird way to do it. I don't see the pill. Is there a different angle or something? Is this like the JFK assassination? Was there two what do you call it? Was there two Cosbys? Were there two Cosbys involved? Were there multiple Cosbys? Chuck Fury just slapped down 5 big ones. $5 for them Costco weenies. 5 big ones in the Cash App. And he says, hey, I ain't got it like Wilson Mitchell, but I love you. Hey, bro. This is just like in the Gospels, you know. Oh, no, he's talking about the Bible again. This is just like in the Gospels when the lady gave what she had. And, you know, it was just that much more magnified because, you know, of the context of the situation. I appreciate it very much, bro. I appreciate that very much. And I don't know if you were dipping in and out earlier. Please keep an eye out for that message. I'm going to be sending you a message. What you did recently meant a lot to me. That was really cool. So I just want to respond to that. Thank you, bro. Thank you. The gestures, everything. Hey, you're in Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico. That's cool, bro. It's always cool to know where people are watching from, like, such a different video. Then, like, I mean, different video. Look at my brain, bro. From, like, such a different area than from where I'm at. I'm not operating fully tonight, I'm telling you. I think someone asked, I don't know if you're talking to me, someone asked what I'm drinking. This is just water. I've been drinking a lot of water while I stream. That's the only time I drink water. Justin Sanders, I'm just dragging. I'm dragging. Honestly, you know what? I feel like it's been a while since I wrote the type of video that I wrote today, and I know it sounds stupid, but I forgot what it felt like, and it takes a lot out of me. It's very drain. It's like if you write a good song or something. And I remember I used to feel this a lot when I used to do nothing but breakdowns. And bro, I take it serious, and I'll write and rewrite and fine tune it, and like it's laborious, bro. And I was writing for a while today, and that might be why I feel so worn out. It like I pour everything into it, bro, and I'm super. Like I said earlier, this might be one of the favorite scripts I've ever written. I'm super proud of it. So I just feel really drained right now. Like when I was in it, I was feeling it, you know, and I was going. But now I just feel like bleh. Rematch, no rematch. Even the coach passed on it. He's like, nah, we're not ready. We're gonna need many months to figure this out. And the coach kept going, oh, I know exactly what we need to do. I forget, he said 12 to 16 weeks, I believe, on Submission Radio. He's like, I know exactly what we need to do. He said it so confidently. We just need to beat them this time. I know exactly what. You know what? I will be completely honest with you, because I feel like what you don't get from other people and you only get from here is objectivity. And I'm gonna keep my integrity. I did not like how Chamoyev looked when DOO Plessis hit him. Now, I think DOO Plessis' coach exaggerated a little bit when he was talking to the dudes at Submission Radio. And he was like, I forgot how he said it. He was gonna fall over. He was wobbly. He wobbled him. I don't know. But I saw the way he took those hits, and I was very, very concerned. It didn't look great. You could attribute it to whatever. Weight cut. Still the conversation of his cardio, which I don't really agree with, but like, okay, he went 5 rounds of absolutely just, squeezing the life out of this dude and carrying him all over the place, picking him up, throwing him back down. So maybe his body was tired to the point where his body was going to overreact a little bit when it was taking shots. I don't know. Whatever the case, I didn't like the way he looked. So there is that to be said. He did not look good when he took those couple hits at the end. It made me very nervous. That's true. That's true, Art at MMA.
Thanks
that
for
makes
the
sense.
sub.
That's fair. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Hey, I'll be sending you one, Justin. I'll be looking too, bro. So I looked at something that's very concerning to me. For the first time in in recent memory, when we break into a new 100 for the members, for the first time, YouTube did not tell me congratulations. They did not send me a message for getting to 800. And we did that on Saturday. So they had yesterday to do it. They had today to do it. And I still have not got a message saying congratulations and so on like they did for 400, 500, 600, 700. Nothing. Crickets. So I'm wondering, what is happening? Did they catch on to us? Are they like, chale, we're going to stop feeding the positivity into this dude? We're going to treat it like before? I don't know. It's very strange to me. I mean, if anything, I could see it maybe changing at 1,000. But they said something, they might have even said something for 300. But they showed a thing 400, 500, 600, 700. We get to 800, nothing. So that was the first thing I was like, okay, I don't like how that feels. Because I've gotten so used to getting a little thing here on the back end saying how good we're doing. So that was weird. And then I went and checked memberships right before the stream because I figured at some point it would come up. And it's not a big deal. I just think it's a little funny. we've been growing. We were at 809 on Saturday, and now we're at 808. So someone jumped off the ship. I just thought that was a little humorous. That, you know, all the ways we've been growing and growing, just one random person jumped off. So maybe they were a Dricus fan. Maybe they lost the bet and they were like, I gotta hold on to this dollar. I don't know. Well, I appreciate that even more so than Wilson Mitchell. I mean, I try to walk that fine line of just, you know, I could just, there's some people in here I could just sing their praises and thank them like a marathon, you know, because of how much you guys have helped the channel and like are like changing my life, basically being able to allow me to do this full time. Like, if it wasn't for you guys, that look, I thank everyone that's taking their time to be here right now. You guys could be out at the club. You could be watching other YouTube channels. You could be watching the new episodes of King of the Hill. You could be whatever it is, but you're right here. I appreciate that. I do not take that lightly. Especially if you're liking, you're chatting, you're finding ways to engage. Like, that's huge. Now, the people that are throwing their dollars and cents down, you guys are literally directly 100% the reason why I'm doing this right now. I have a family. I am not a bachelor living at home with my parents. I have a family. I have bills, so on and so on. I have to be able to justify doing this. And not all this, and then all the stuff you don't see behind the scenes. I might come on here for an hour or two and you're like, this bro works for 2 hours a day. No, it's just like, for example, today. I'm only able to get up and write the kind of script that I did, which will, the type of video will follow that goes into that, because of you guys being able to show me, hey, I could take the time to do this now. I could treat this like a real job now, because they provided and supported right here. And then, if it takes me this many hours to write this script, this lines up with that. Okay, this is like a real job now. So I appreciate that. And I say all this just to let you know, Wilson Mitchell, it is an investment. And I will not take advantage of that. I appreciate it. And that's why I'm putting the work in behind the scenes that I am. That's why I'm able to wake up this morning and write that script, stay up late last night, watching the fight over and over again and taking all my notes, doing my research, shooting it tomorrow, editing all that stuff, getting all my assets together for the B-roll and the Photoshop and all that. You people making it possible. So thank you. It's definitely not a waste. Hey, and as I say that, I saw my phone light up. I just want to say thank you. I don't know what your screen name is, but I want to say thank you to Joshua. Big, fat thank you. Hey, bro. We live pretty close together, bro. I want to say a big fat thank you to Joshua for slapping down 20 big ones. 20 big ones. That's more than an hour's worth of pay. That's what I'm telling you. When I sit there writing and editing and chopping away, and is this take better than that take? Let me play this again. Let me play that again. Wait, it kind of seems the same. Well, if they're the same, I could just cut out either one, right? Because they're the same. If I can't even tell the difference, no, I got to make sure it's perfect. It's got to be perfect for the people. I'm a perfectionist. I'm going to give them my best product. I'm going to play it again. Actually, I made a weird face on that one. I kind of like how that one sounds better. What if I take the audio from that one, put it on the face of this? There we go. Okay, that's the time goes into it, bro. And I thank you, Joshua, for allowing me to slow down and take that time to do good work for you guys. I'm so proud of being Jairo. Jairo. Hey, Vast, you should do that and post it. Do you have a YouTube channel? You should do that. Because it happens fast. Someone said DOO-DOO Plessis. Someone said DOO-DOO Plessis juicing, and maybe ever since USADA was replaced, who's popped in any of the top 15s, bro, and these unks are coming back. And the few strikes Kazma did put marks on his face. DOO-DOO Plessis got power. That's a good observation right now. That's a good observation. And everything's aligning perfectly. Everything's aligning perfectly. USADA phasing out. The dudes that are taking over right now, the way they look, the way they're acting. ESPN going away. Bigger, better looking fights on Paramount and CBS. Old familiar faces coming back because now they could do their thing. That's crazy. The aligning with TKO, WWE, it being sports entertainment. That labeling, people need to understand the labeling means everything. Everything. Once you call it entertainment, you could get away with some things that you wouldn't be able to get away with otherwise. When it's Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire, it's a big scandal. But if it's a dude that's in entertainment, well, dude, that's just like The Rock. Guess what The Rock is in? He's in entertainment. Hey, guess what DOO-DOO Plessis in? He's in entertainment. They basically got the same job. They're entertainers. I think you're onto something, Jairo. How long for spring? How long for spring? Hoodie printing since August 2nd. Grando, let me say this. Teespring having backed up issues like this are the reason I'm going to fourth wall. If you want to scope it out, you might have already. I have a new link to my new merch store that is very bare and very plain right now. I'm going to be adding more to it. It's called Fourth Wall. I'm going to be moving everything over there eventually and shutting down Spring. Right now I got them both open because Spring still has stuff that Fourth Wall doesn't, like the hoodie. Grando, I've had people very recently that have been telling me that they're getting their orders from Spring and everything's all good. But every once in a while, for whatever reason, this is unacceptable. For it to say printing since the 2nd, absolutely unacceptable. Now, Grendel, I'm asking you to do this. See, you're over there being patient. You're slapping down dollars in here just to ask me. Going out of your way, coming more out of pocket. Grendel, what I'm suggesting, if you like, I mean, you're more than welcome to just hang in there. I believe you have, and as dumb as it sounds, I mean, obviously you should. I believe you'll get it with no issue. It's just lagging. However, I would suggest, you know what? If you want to refund it, make Teespring give you back that money. I hope there's no stupid loophole they're going to try to find to make your life difficult. But if that's a possibility for you, I would just be like, hey, what are you guys doing? Maybe chat with them. Tell them, hey, just forget it. Give me the money back. And then we could start over on Fourth Wall. If they give you any kind of problems, if you don't get it, if they say we can't do it, and so on and so on and so on, please let me know. Please email me at mexicanmartialarts@gmail.com. I will make sure you're taken care of. If I got to order, because remember, I don't have like a warehouse where they come out of. They're a third party. Even if I want a new one, I got to order it just like you. If they give you any issues, if it looks like you're getting the runaround, if they're not responding in a timely fashion, let me know. If I have to order one from Fourth Wall myself, I'll put the print on there. I'll set up the hoodies. If I have to order one myself and send it to you, I will. Please let me know. That's not right. They keep the carrot until you get 1K now, probably. YouTube got tired. They got tired of all the congratulations. YouTube payday is the 21st, isn't it? I think it is unless it falls on a weekend. It's something like that. Marilena usually handles all that. I feel like I never see any money that comes in. She's the money person. But that sounds about right. Are you a YouTuber? Cuban being. Que bola sere. Que bola sere. It means what's happening. It's a Cuban way to say what's happening, bro. What's happening? Que bola sere. What's happening, bro? We're good, bro. Are you a UL Mero fan? Nate Diaz and Chamoyev, who wins? Ooh. They should do 2 rounds. One of the rounds is on Twitter. Positive manifestation. Welcome from Miami. Miami Heat in the house. And I don't mean the basketball team. I just mean because it's hot over there. I don't really care about the basketball team. It's good to have you here. Positive manifestation. Wishing on a dream. Dang, El Tronado's at work right now? I know that subscribers equals your livelihood. I don't know if you mean members. Subscribers don't mean anything anymore. It's kind of just like a vanity thing. And YouTube has admitted that subscribers are pointless. Now, of course, I would love to still have and get more subscribers. It helps when like people look at your channel, advertisers, whatever, sponsors. But it means nothing. YouTube will feed your videos to whoever they feel like is the best audience for it, subscriber or not. I know subscribers is your livelihood, but try not to get too Instagram model about it. I don't even know what that means. What's Instagram model? Wait, do you mean like an Instagram model, like an Instagram format? Or do you mean like an IG girl? What do you mean? Am I acting like an IG girl? To follow where you are. Whoa. Wishing on a dream. I don't want to live forever. Cause I don't have let that in vain. Justin Sanders. Sorry I was late. Really busy day. Physical therapy killed me. Hope all is well. Let me know tomorrow, homie. Much love and respect. Chanclas dog. I will let you know, bro. But you know, believe me. I'll let you know, bro. I'm gonna be refreshing. I'm gonna be refreshing once it's midnight. Cody Deluxe the third, much love, GM. You my Mexican Cajun I was gonna say my Mexican Cajun cousin. Much love, GM. You my Mexican Cajun cousin. I can't wait to see the new video, bro. I'm so excited. And it's kind of hard. To go in and out of streaming mode and script mode. It's a little bit of a mental process. It was hard for me to get into script writing mode, and then it was hard for me to get back into streaming mode. But I feel very drained and exhausted today after writing it. It just takes a lot of brain power. But I'm excited about, like, once it all comes together in the editing. That's when it's so fun. It's just like seeing your little toddler start to learn how to be funny and talk and stuff like that. Just start to come to life. It's probably kind of sick equating this to children, since I actually have children and I should know that there's a difference. It's like when you call like your dog one of your kids. It's nice, but it's kind of messed up at the same time if you actually have kids. But I'm very excited, bro. Thank you for the support. Do you make jambalaya? I've always heard about jambalaya, but I never had it. Is it pretty good? I'm trying Wilson Mitchell. I'm trying to move up. They want to keep pushing me down. They don't even want to tell me congratulations anymore. Sign Brock Lesnar's daughter. We need her to come in as a heavyweight. Hopefully the cornfield scene I talk about in the email will light up. Cornfield. I'm intrigued. I'll scope it out. I'm going to weed through all that spam. MMA's better without USADA. You are correct, Chuck Fury. All I ever say is as long as it's a level playing field. If everyone could do it, cool, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But just like as long as no one's cheating. If it's a level playing field and it's fair game, cool. I'm an hour late tonight. I really, really, really want to get to a steady stream time so that you guys never have to rely. Tell me this. And I know, look, bear with me. I get it. I know I ask you questions sometimes and I put up polls and it's kind of wishy-washy and I'm kind of just trying to do some market research in here and feel, what you like. But let me ask you this. I'm gonna say it out loud and then I'm gonna also put a poll. So I'm just going to keep the poll very basic. I'm going to prompt you verbally. Let's say whenever I stream, whenever. I don't know if I'm going to say I'm going to stream 5 days a week. I'm going to stream 6 days a week. I'm going to stream 3 days a week. Whatever it is, that doesn't matter. Would it help you guys mentally, schedule-wise, whatever? Would it be best in your opinion if you could know, just like if it was a TV show on TV, I suppose. If you could know, like if I posted it somewhere on the channel or whatever, if you could know every single time I'm streaming, it's going to be at this time, would that help you? Let's say every day I stream, whether it's every day or 3 days a week, it's always at 5 p.m. PST or 3 p.m. PST or 4:30, whatever it is, if it was always the same every time. That way you guys can show up and be like, oh, he's not on today. Or you can show up and be like, cool, he's on. And you would never, ever have to rely on the algorithm. Would you prefer that? Would you prefer me coming up with a public decided upon time and letting you guys know when that is, so you will never have to rely on the algorithm and never have to say that it didn't notify you and you missed ever again? Please answer the poll. I just sent one right now. You either say yes or no. Yes, give us a time. That way I don't have to wait for YouTube. They don't have to play games with me. I don't have to get a notification 4 days later that I missed it. Give me a time. That way, every day at this time, I know if you're on or not. And then if I come on in between, it's just a bonus. If I do a member stream later on, a couple hours later, if a important event pops up and I do one out of nowhere, it's just a bonus then. Bonus pop-up. But let me know what you think about that. Because I want to make it convenient for you people to be like, because I see that too often. YouTube didn't let me know. What the heck, YouTube? I'm subscribed. How come I'm not getting notifications? Why did I just find out about this 3 days later? Want to live my whole life with you. Okay. So look, I want to say thank you, Eduardo. Thank you. I just got an email from Eduardo. He says, I've attached the screen cap to this email. By the way, well, I don't know if you want me to say all this. I appreciate that, bro. I was for I can't pretend that I was fully, by no means, but I spent quite a bit of time over there. you know, with people working and stuff. So I get it, bro. I watched too much Days of Our Lives. I still hear it in my dreams. Dun, 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 dun. You know that, right? You know what it's like. You know what that life is about. But look, I gotta tell you, Eduardo. I gotta tell you. I gotta keep it real. Now look, people, let me know. You let me know. Hopefully you can see this. Wait, I can't see the proper I don't know if you're going to see this correctly. Okay. Eduardo just sent me this screen grab right here. You see this little white thing right here? Now, I could understand how some people would think that that's a pill. But look at it closely. Doesn't it look more like a glare? I'm going to be honest, Eduardo. First of all, I appreciate you going out of your way to take the time to grab this, download it, email it, to attach it, email it to me and everything. But look, it doesn't look that, you know, that round, perfectly round shape like a pill has. Doesn't it look like a glare? And can't you see the outline of a little glass, like a little chaser glass in there? Look it. I thought I had a pen. I emptied out all my drawers because I'm going to have to be taking off, you know. Look it. Doesn't it look like this is just a glare right here, and then here, wait, right here, here's the outline. Hold up, it's hard to do this backwards. Here's the glare, and it goes this way. See? Can't you see the glare and like the outline down here of like a little glass? Doesn't it look like that to you? It looks like they dropped a little shot glass in there. And even the top of the beverage right here, it looks lower. Like the little shot glass, like some of the liquid went into the shot glass and dropped the level right here. You see what I'm saying? It looks like a little baby shot glass. Now, I will tell you, you know what's bothering me? In the view that you guys are seeing, the bottom of that little white part, this part right here, I don't know why. I don't know if it's a camera thing or what. This little white thing, on your view, it looks rounder at the bottom. On what I'm looking at, it looks super flat. It's straight. It's not at all rounded at the bottom like that. It's completely flat. But I don't know. It looks like a glare to me. He deserved it after that. Yeah, that dude he was digits deep. He had his digits as deep in that glass as DOO-DOO Plessis had his toesies through the cage. Cuban being. Thank you, bro. I'm telling you, the self-inflicted memberships, it's a whole different animal. Self-inflicted memberships is a whole different animal. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Thank you for joining the membership. Thank you for getting us back to 809. Cody Deluxe the third. You singing that Wishing on a Star? Urban Shakedown. DMB. Mix a boy to follow where you are. I love these oldies, man. Right now I'm listening to I do love you, but it's I love them, man. I love them, bro. I wish I had a giveaway for you to identify the oldie but goodie, bro. Thank you for noticing, bro. I always have these in my ears when I'm doing this thing. Justin Sanders, I lied. It already came out of my account, so we're halfway there. So glad I could support something meaningful. I know it's going to a good, bro. I can't wait. I mean, it's not like it's not like I was holding the, you know, shouting you out hostage or anything like that, but I just wanted you to have the peace of mind of knowing it was all clear and on the other side. before I shout it out, because I was all ready to talk about it that day, but you know, it's just gonna feel better. It's gonna land different when it's all said and done, you know. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much, baby. Okay. Jefe, structure is the thief of joy. Bro, you know what? Like, I always feel like I need to be more structured because I feel like it's going to be best for you guys. And the fact that the algorithm just hates me, bro. But at the same time, yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Something I do see some sentiments being thrown around about Chamoyev not finishing the fight, and I'm gonna touch. I just don't want to say too much right now about what I'm gonna say in the video that I'm gonna be editing, but something that I don't hear anybody talking about, because they're just like, oh, he didn't finish. That says a lot about Chamoyev. He didn't finish. DOO-DOO Plessis was stalemating him. DOO-DOO Plessis was not. I know people are very quick to say Chamoyev wasn't going above and beyond to take extra chances to try to get a finish, which I think is inaccurate. Which again, I will tell you in the video I'm editing, he was going for finishes. That's just not true. But what I think people are ignoring. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. Nobody's talking about how DOO-DOO Plessis was stalling and not trying hard. Because if you try hard enough and you try certain counters and reversals, it's going to open you up to precarious positions in which you could get finished. And DOO-DOO Plessis didn't want that to happen. So he was stalling. He was stalemating. No one's holding that against him. They're only holding it against Chamoyev. Come on, DDP about to steal from the Walmart. DJs, no. DDP about to steal from the Walmart. Wait, what? About to steal from the Walmart. Someone's going to have to explain this one to me. I'm not a DJ. Maxime, bro, good to see you. Maxime Taranovsky. What's up, GM? Forget the algorithm. Maybe let the UFC marinate a bit. Try to cover some freak shows. I found out about a promotion in China that lets everyone fight. Some quality stuff. Hey, what's it called? How do I find that? I love the idea. Doing the videos about the Russian fighting championships were some of the funnest videos I ever got to make. So I like it. Thank you, Maxime. Yeah, there you go, Kaimon. I love those ones, bro. I love those ones. Please let me know, Maxime. What's up, Drew? Gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. What's up, Drew? Gave 50 Mexican martial arts memberships the other day. This dude does not stop giving, does not stop growing the community. Huggies, I see dead people. Tyler Durden, Jim Santos, and Edgar Medina. Congratulations. Please scope the membership perks tab on my YouTube channel's homepage. There are goodies in there that are not meant for the general population. They're hidden just for you. Thank you. What's up, Drew? Thank you, bro. Let me end this poll. So 80% of people said yes, 55 votes. It looks like there's some people that would appreciate that. I'll definitely take that into consideration. I don't want to make... Because here's the thing. I know people say, don't treat it like a job. Don't make it be like work. But at the same time, I want to make sure I'm being disciplined in what I do and showing respect to the people that are investing in what I do and showing support to what I do. So I want to make it not be a boring job that I don't look forward to doing, but I also want to be disciplined enough to make sure that I'm putting my best chanclas forward. So I'm going to figure out how that looks. Look it. I'm gonna dip out right now, and I always hate doing this. Partying is such sweet sorrow. I hate ending the party. I don't look forward to it. There's some things happening early in the morning. There's some stuff that I need to participate in right now. Marilena is doing some schooling and stuff. Another semester came back around. She's a big old nerd, always doing that schooling, and I gotta be an active member of the familia right now, so I'm gonna have to dip out again. I hate it. If you guys want to keep the party going, those of you gringos in here, those of you with the green names and most likely the blue names, you have full access to the Discord. If you ever want to hop in there and keep the conversation going, it's on the membership perks tab. You have access to the community tab if you use your cell phone. I don't think it's available on desktop yet. You can get into the community tab, post stuff. You guys can comment on each other's stuff. It's just like Reddit. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to be shooting the breakdown of Chamoyev and DOO-DOO Plessis for you. I'm very excited about it. Remember, when you don't see me on here, I'm working for you guys. I'm working behind the scenes. So I'll let you know when that's done. And then after that, after I do some work on that, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Maxim Taranowski, the promotion is called Wulin Fang. It holds kickboxing and MMA fights, but the most interesting is the People's Arena. Thank you for coming through with that, Maxime. Thank you, bro. I'm definitely going to check that out. And it helps me to know, because I like to look at funky stuff like that. It helps me to know that people actually want to see it. She's into business and accounting stuff, bunch of boring numbers and mathematic type stuff like that. Never let schooling get in the way of your education. I won't. I can't speak for her, but I won't. But thank you again. I hate to cut it short. We've only been doing it an hour and a half today. I need to schedule my time better and start earlier in the day if I want to do it more long-winded. But I appreciate you being here. Be safe out there. I'm going to be putting in that work for you tomorrow on the edited video. And then I'm going to be streaming a little later on in the day. Thank you for carving out that time to stop by here. And until tomorrow, thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it.